So back when I was in 7th grade, I experienced my first concussion. At that time, I got knocked out cold. After the recovery, it took me a few weeks. I was back on the football field. A year later in 8th grade, I got hit again to the point where my neck snapped and I lost feeling neck down. From there, the feeling came back. I was able to walk a little bit. I was able to walk out of the hospital later that day, but I did suffer another head concussion and spinal concussion. From there, I started experiencing extreme neck pain, extreme headaches, pressure in my head, which just went on. It's been 12 years now, and I did all the therapies, all the vestibular therapy, a regular chiropractor, acupuncture, and stuff would help temporarily, but nothing really got the pressure out of my head, and the neck pain would come back pretty quickly. So from there, I started developing chronic stomach pain. So I went in for a colonoscopy, and at that time, they told me I had Crohn's disease. Now, Crohn's disease is typically something you get from the day you were born, and nobody else in my family had Crohn's disease. So the Crohn's doctors couldn't figure out where the Crohn's disease came from. And since then, that kept getting worse year after year. Before I found Dr. Bueller, I did experience another concussion in college, and with all the neck pain and all the pressure in the head and the hits year after year, nobody was really able to help me. And on top of the Crohn's disease, the neck pain, I also started experiencing anxiety and depression, which I never did before, and I could not figure out where this was coming from. I would push through whatever I needed to. I would still go to the gym, I would still play tennis, I would still play a lot of non-contact sports. Mentally though, it was draining. I started experiencing a lot of trouble reading. I couldn't read. I did eye therapy. It helped a little bit. Still struggled reading. I just felt mentally clouded to the point I couldn't really think. I was always frustrated over little things, angry over nothing, and it just made things very complicated.
So how would you describe your first few appointments in the clinic?
First few appointments, I was a little hesitant going in because I didn't really know what this was all about. I have been to a regular chiropractor, like I said, that didn't really help. And my very first appointment, Dr. Bueller, they took images of my neck to show that my neck was extremely out of alignment, which was causing a lot of problems. And at that time, I was still a little skeptical. I didn't know what this was about. So what Dr. Bueller did, even after the first session, when he readjusted my neck, I could just feel the pressure leave my face. The neck pain is there, but it's finally bearable, which I haven't had relief in 12 years now. So that's bearable. It's been amazing. The anxiety's decreased. Haven't felt depressed at all since I started. Really haven't had any anxiety since I started about anything.
Already. So what would you say to someone who may be in a similar situation as you were?
I would say just try this. Well, the worst that can happen is it doesn't work, but I'm saying from personal experience, I've been to all the doctors. I've been to, like I said, the chiropractors, even been to neurosurgical doctors, neck doctors, acupuncture. I've tried everything, and I can honestly say this is the only thing that's ever worked for me. And after 12 years, I wish I knew about this 12 years ago because it would have made a huge difference in my life.